To the Metro Manila Arena here in the Philippines. Our main event should be a good one tonight. 6 rounds. Here we go. Round number 1, scheduled for 6. What does the orthodox fighter have to be conscious of guarding against that right hook from the southpaw? I mean, he's got his left hand out there, but a non-traditional defensive structure for him being set up like that.
Yeah, absolutely. He has to remember that that punch will come from that angle, and usually he has no danger coming from that angle. So he has to make sure when he jabs, that shoulder is up against his chin. So if the hook does come, it hits the shoulder, not the chin.
He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own. Pacquiao's defense, is it ever good? Look at how easy he's able to block those punches.
You need to keep that head moving.
And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Oh, what a hook upstairs. Took a shot, now he gives a left. He snaps a jab. Throws out the jab, and then brings back the uppercut up top. Right to the belt line. They're not exactly getting to know each other. They're just beating the hell out of each other early on here.
Yeah, Joe, if this keeps up, they're both going to have headaches, and we're going to have one of the great fights to talk about.
10 clicks of the top. An accurate left by Manny Pacquiao. And we come to the end of round number 1. Pacquiao's, well, he's back in the corner, which is critical in terms of trying to stop the bleeding on that cut. But it's also critical because they need to put forth a new defensive game plan.
Yeah, they have to make sure that they buy some time here and start moving their head, using their legs, tying up a little bit, doing anything to kill the clock and not get caught on that cut anymore.
What power from that left hand of Pacquiao. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Manny Pacquiao. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Good flush shot upstairs. Look at the accuracy with that hook upstairs. Well-targeted left hand by Manny Pacquiao. Oscar de la Hoya's hurt from that. Oh, he's hurt right there. He is hurt. You know, his opponent's doing a good job of just being patient now and looking for that one good shot.
Well, you know, the landscape of this business, the history of this business is littered with guys that they've had someone hurt, they get a little careless, they get caught. We better watch out that he doesn't get put on that landscape.
Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. De La Hoya swinging and missing like he's at bat right there. That punch was nowhere near his opponent. A headshot block. Pacquiao's movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch. Final 10 seconds of round number 2. The Golden Boy blocks that punch. And this round comes to an end. Manny Pacquiao's good, clean, and effective punching damaged his opponent in that last round. Start of a new round, and you got to expect his opponent to jump all over him. He nearly got rid of him at the end of the last round.
Yeah, if I'm in the other corner, I'm telling him get after him. But you can use that in reverse. You know your opponent's coming after you. Maybe he gets a little reckless. You have an opportunity to nail him as he's coming after you.
Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Well, his opponent is opening up and coming forward, so I would think there's some opportunities that exist.
Yeah, I think some counter-punching opportunities. Opportunities not on the front end, but on the back end.
Punch! Punch! Oh, hands up! Hands up!
Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Oscar De La Hoya. Coming to the halfway point of this third round. De La Hoya smashed by a hook. Oh, and there's a big right hand from the Golden Boy. Not able to land the headshot. Little head hunting with the left. Well-targeted right hand by the Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya.
Stay away from those! Not focusing!
And now you see the southpaw pulling the trigger with the straight left. Ten seconds to go in this third round. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. And round 3 comes to an end.
Come on now, this is it. You gotta make it a fight now.
Start of round number 4. A chance to look at Teddy's scorecard. Manny Pacquiao is making for a very inviting target right now. You can see the blood around that eye. The cut is obviously worse than it was just moments ago. De La Hoya is impressing the judges and himself with that right hand. Teddy, he's just covering up. That's all he's doing, but it gives his opponent so much time to pick where he isn't.
Yeah, you're right, Joe. I mean, first of all, some of them are going to get through, some of them are watching them. They're getting through, and you just touched on it. I mean, you cover up, you tell your opponent, hey, I'm camping out, I'm not throwing back. So instead of throwing 1 or 2 at you, he's throwing combinations of 3, 4, 5. You got a problem.
Halfway. Could this be the start of a big comeback? He went from owning this fight to now nearly down and out.
You know, that's what makes boxing so great. Yeah, you can come back just like that. One punch at the right time. That was at the right time.
Good step back, counter punch there.
Beautiful.
Counters with a crushing blow to the head. Sending out the power shot. It was the straight left hand.
Keep moving! Keep moving! There you go!
That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Oscar De La Hoya. More and more punishment is being doled out. De La Hoya's face is absorbing, and it's not holding up well.
It looks like it's sunset right here on his evening.
De La Hoya's cut is not looking good at all. I'm getting the sense that this fight could be stopped at any moment.
So the key is where the cut is. When the referee brings the doctor up to look at it, he's going to look at whether or not getting worse will imperil his health down the road.
Pacquiao's making me real curious here, Teddy. I wonder, should he be sticking with this style after being rocked in this fight?
It's still early enough. I would say yes. You know, you don't want to panic. You don't want to just throw everything overboard. You want to stay with what brought you here. Hey, he's been taught this not for hours, not for days, not for weeks. You know, months and years he's been taught this. You don't throw it out. You stay with it.
Protect yourself!
Big uppercut from Oscar. Super two-punch combo by Oscar De La Hoya. Hits him in the mug with the right. You can tell now that Pacquiao's foundation survived that earthquake.
Yeah, now you're going to find out whether the upper floors have been scattered a little bit, whether they're okay. Does he continue to be aggressive like he's been early?
De La Hoya's defense is paying off now.
Jump on! Nice!
Boxing 101, jab followed by the straight. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. That is a sharp uppercut by Oscar De La Hoya. And it's over. This fight is over. Manny Pacquiao's got himself a victory, and I like that stoppage there, folks. You know, he just wasn't throwing back, not defending himself, and the referee has to look out for the fighter's physical well-being. TKO victory.